Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. So glad you're here this morning. Got a big show lined up, but first our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. Got some road construction going on there. At times might be a little bit of delay, but it's going to be really nice when they finish 4-lane that little section right there in front of Haney. Be a lot more feasible for all the folks going through. High today is going to be 83 and low tonight 64. But the big thing we talked about yesterday, the water temperature dropped to 79. Well, it'll bounce back up to 80 today, so it's going to be hanging in there, but it's going to start dropping within the next week or so. So we keep an eye on that. Interesting enough, let's look at our river readings. I was really fascinated this morning. Of course, the Apalachicola Bluntstown is still reading a 3.2. It's in good shape there. Okay, so we okay. But look at here at the Choctahatchee at Caryville. It is skyrocketing, folks. It's going to be reading 11.4. So it's going. They got a lot of rain over there in Walton County, and you saw all the pictures on the news and everything. But all that water's got to go somewhere. It's going into the Choctahatchee River. Most of it is by the creeks and the ditches and all. The tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn Funeral Home and Cemetery. Looking on the screen there, Thursday, October the 1st. It's hard to believe September is done and gone, and here we are in October. Okay, we're looking at tides, really strong tides coming in today and tomorrow, and this weekend, Saturday, is going to be some really fine tides. We're looking at 10:09 this morning as a low tide, and the high tide is at 12:40 tonight, right after midnight, 12:40. Marine forecast is going to swing around coming out of the north now, 10 to 20, be cooling down just a little bit for the next couple of days. So nice to have that north wind, get that humidity out of here. All right, that takes care of our marine weather. We're going to come back with our special guest. All right, welcome back, folks, and welcome to our guest this morning. Good morning, Neil.
Good morning.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you.
Neil Stewart, RV Connections, owner, operator, and just general flunky of everything y'all need.
That's right. That's right.
I've been over there sometimes. He's doing a little bit of everything. Welcome back to the show. One of our big sponsors here. And yesterday we had an FWC officer. Then on Monday's show we had the offshore fishing trip. And I was thinking driving in this morning at a variety of things we're offering this week. And today we're going to talk about camping. And fall camping is just special. October is just a great time to be out in the woods and campsites.
It is, I tell you, it's just absolutely gorgeous out there right now in Winston. And again, over 100 campgrounds within 100 miles of Panama City. You don't have to go very far out of town to see some really neat sights.
You're right, and you ought to just make a list of that 100 and sort of check them off, because there's some really nice ones here. I haven't been to all 100 of them. I've been to a lot of them, but it's just some fascinating times. And I know over your way, I was by there the other day, and y'all finished most of the expansion and all?
We do. We've been under construction for the last several months. It's coming along nice. You got to come by and look at our new building. We've got it temporarily set up right now. We're still redoing our parts store back in the back. But we do have the 4-acre next door expansion done, asphalted, and added 6 more service bays. We're real excited. It's just going to be so much easier to service our customers now with more space. Now we've got a rear exit, so you don't have to worry about pulling out and taking a left and going west. Everybody was kind of scared of that left-hand turn out in front of our dealership.
Well, when you got that 25 or 30 footer behind you, it makes it. I faced that, when I first got the camper and all. So I always make it right. But that exit in the back is, man, a world of difference.
Makes a
world. I got a picture here on the screen. That's the area you're talking about. Looking back on that area there, that all that room there now, that's nice.
Oh yeah. That's our service side over there that we added.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna go. We got some random picture. Okay, here's the storefront right here. That really looks nice.
Thank you. Yeah, we're not quite done with it, but it's real nice. We're real proud of it. Now we're getting out of our little modular and the older building up front and getting into the new building where we'll all be together. It'll be a lot more efficient.
Now also, y'all been playing around a little bit too. I'm gonna show a picture of you and your. You're taking advantage of one of the beautiful natural sites we have here in the Florida Panhandle. Tell us about this picture here.
We were up there at Econfina Creek here a few weeks back. It's just gorgeous up there. My goodness, I hadn't been up there in a while, but we had a great time. Kids loved it. Water felt great. It was in August, and boy, it felt nice.
Well, and we take it for granted. Econfina is such a natural, beautiful spring, and like I say, I haven't been to it in a while. And we just forget about it.
It's gorgeous up there.
And well, here's another picture of it too. It's bubbling up right there, just clean and everything, just doggone beautiful. Okay, let's see. We got that one. And also now, this is not e-confinable. Look at this picture here. This is cool. Where are you now?
That picture right there was taken by a friend of mine, Jamie, that he took it there at the jetties there on the Show Island side.
Yes.
And we were out there snorkeling one day and just came across him, and it's just gorgeous the way the colors all came together.
That's really good. And again, it's all natural stuff. Let's go one more. What
Oh goodness, that was supposed to be on there.
You're four-wheeling.
Yeah, I think the four-wheeler shrunk. But yeah, everybody's giving me a hard time over that picture. But hey, you know, it didn't take a real big four-wheeler to get you to stand.
You got a little bit of mud on the tires, so you got that. That's good. Okay, Neil, you got all kinds of things going on over there and all. And you know, I was looking on the October calendar this morning before got out of the house and all. I was sitting down at the bar looking at it, having a cup of coffee, and I said, October's got 5 weekends. So
wow.
we can go camping 5 different times.
That's right.
Starting this weekend. So what are y'all having some specials out there and all?
We've got all kinds of things going on. We've got new travel trailers starting at $12,995 or $143 a month. And these are quality little travel trailers. These aren't the run-of-the-mill cheapest that you can find out there. There are cheaper units out there, but I don't want to sell them. You know, this is a fine little trailer for $12,995 or $143 a month with approved financing, with a certain amount down, so on and so forth. But we've also got used campers starting at $8,900. Typically, we've got some stuff in there a little less than that on the used side, but we've been selling those pretty fast lately. But $8,900 right now, starting off on used pricing. We've got some new models too that are real neat right now. We've got a Montana is #1 selling fifth wheel in the country for like 16 consecutive years now. They're just kind of our flagship brand.
That speaks volumes. 16 consecutive years.
It's impressive, real impressive. Built up there in Goshen, Indiana. Matter of fact, just got back from a big dealer open house up there, and they have got a unit they just built with a front windshield mounted in the front cap, and they really did a nice job with it. It's impressive. From the outside, you really can't even tell it's a windshield. From the inside, you've got a visibility of the front, so you can look out the front of your campsite. Really, really innovative, and a front kitchen that wraps all the way around the front nose of it. Really a neat floor plan. I do not have that unit in stock quite yet, but it's on the way.
When do the models come out? I don't know, cars and trucks usually come out in the fall. What about campers? Is it about
typically September-ish, right in there. Yeah.
Well, that sounds like, I guess, going up there, a bunch of other dealers, seeing that new stuff, it must be a fun trip.
Oh yeah, it is. A lot of neat product out there, and it's a lot of fun. But I tell you, we've got #1 sellers in almost every category. We're just very blessed to have the product we have.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. All right, we're going to take a quick break, come back with some more pictures. All right, welcome back. So here with Neil Stewart from RV Connection, one of the big sponsors of our show here, and good folks. A lot of Gary, one of the salesmen, he sold me a nice camper. We really enjoyed it. We got down to Howard Creek right now, but in a couple of weeks we're going up to about 2 weeks. We're going up to Lake Eufaula and camp up there.
Oh, really?
And Bill Allen will be on the show, and I'm gonna just take a couple of days off. So I'm gonna tell y'all ahead of time, so you go ahead and prepare for it. I know it's gonna be sad and everything.
It's gonna be gone.
Let's go ahead and I got some pictures here. These pictures sent in by all kinds of people. We're gonna briefly go through this one, folks. These turkeys in the driveway. Turkeys are kind of birds now. They can be domesticated very quick. These are wild turkeys in a really nice neighborhood, but they're protected. Got some woods behind them, so I guess they're coming early for Thanksgiving. They're just coming up the driveway. All right, now this is close to home right here, St. Andrew Marina, and it's under construction, so be aware of that. Now supposedly they're going to have it finished by Friday, hopefully they have it finished by the weekend. So they're having to do some construction there, and just be aware of that. That's right on top of there is Sunjammer, so you can see sort of looking out at to the left there, be the shrimp boat area. So be aware of that. All right, my nephew, they had a big dove shoot up there in Bristol this past Saturday on the lower right-hand corner. That's my nephew Matthew Chester and his son Dylan Chester. And folks, they limited out, and they hunting up there with a rebel family. They were some law enforcement folks and all good folks up there in Liberty County, and had a nice dove shoot. They got a nice limit there. Thank you, Matthew, for sending that picture. I wish I'd have been with you guys. Okay, don't forget this weekend now, the Panama City, Florida. I call it Panama City Showdown of the Florida Pro Redfish Series. It's going to be. We're going to use St. Andrew Marina. I think they're going to be working out of the downtown marina for the launch and all. The weigh-in supposedly is going to be at a shrimp boat. Last I heard, the weigh-in will be at a shrimp boat restaurant on Saturday afternoon. So get a chance to run down and check that out. It'll be a good tournament. Want to welcome a new sponsor, Watson Landings Marina. Folks, I went down there yesterday, and I was impressed with that. It is really dry storage. Marina Dry Storage is actually the only one east of the Hathaway Bridge. We're going to be talking about them later. I'm going to tell you all the things they offer, but what an impressive building and good folks down there. All right, real quick, crabbing this time of year. This is little Anna Petronas family. They went crabbing, and her grandmama cooked them. She said it was just a lot of fun, and it's a great time of year to go crabbing, especially camping and all. Victor Hathcote over here at our friends over here on Choctawhatchee Bay out of Niceville. Victor's really good about sending us pictures and all. He and his buddies went to Venice, Louisiana. They speckled trout fish one day and redfish the next day, and just had a great time. And that goes with our tuna trip picture we showed the other day. Good job there. Okay, so that catches us up on the pictures. Now, we're talking about getting back to camping, and we appreciate the pictures you folks send in. It really shares, tells us what's going on here in the Panhandle and all.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, speaking of camping in the Panhandle, I know you get like me, you want to camp every weekend, but something comes up, don't it? I have good intentions every weekend doing something. So what's going on with your camping?
You know what, we went to Jellystone a little while back and had a great time with the kids up there off I-10, and we're looking to do something coming up here. Of course, we got hunting season coming up, so a lot of my camping is going to be at the deer camp here.
Now, where's y'all's deer camp?
We're up in Enterprise, just outside Enterprise. But we always have a good time up there camping, and but there's so many campgrounds close by. Goodness, there's from camping on the Gulf over in Destin if you want to get right on the Gulf, literally right on the Gulf on the sand. Of course, you got Mariana Caverns. It's always a neat place to go visit, get up in the country there. Torreya State Park. I know you like Torreya.
Yeah, I do. I'll tell you why. Especially, it's so different. We've got a coastal campground, like I said, but you get up there, you've got a huge cliff along the side of the river.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got the leaves, so you can see some nice leaves changing this time of year. It's really, it's just beautiful this time of year. Nice campground and good hiking. You get up there and practice. In fact, a lot of folks, if they're getting ready to do the Appalachian Trail, and to hike that, a lot of folks will go over there on weekends and just practice, just hike up and down that ravine every weekend and get their legs in shape for hiking. So,
wow.
And one of the things too, we've had family birthday parties there and all kinds of things. People, it's sort of central for people in Panhandle, you sort of meet there. And another thing I've talked about, the old Gregory house, the old mansion there that was early plantation house in the 1850s and all. The Gregory family, that's my wife's family. She's a direct descendant of that family. So we enjoy going there, and some of the old furniture in there, actually some of her, so it's really a special place. So in fact, we're probably going to go there pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
And the thing about it, in the camping, like we have this camping trailer, you got everything self-contained.
Everything's right there with you.
Yeah, and it got that barbecue grill. I hadn't had a chance yet to swing out that grill and use it. I hope everything works on it. It's really, really nice. It's so comfortable and all. And one of the things too is the storage. I can put my rod and reels in there really easy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
you take everything with you.
See, little things like that, in the old days when we were camping, we were trying to pack everything in the car and truck and had the rod and reels on top of the car. I wish I had pictures of some of my early camping. We put air conditioner on a milk crate down at St. Joe State Park. We actually put a winter air conditioner on a milk crate and duct taped it and made it. And we did that. And I saw a picture of that not too long ago. We did that back in the 70s when it was really hot down there.
That's what I like about camping. It doesn't matter what you're camping in. Kids just love it. We all love it, but it's just a blast, And
I want to tell you something. This is a trend, and I'm not saying I'm one of the early ones to do it, but I saw this coming several years back. And you're going to see a lot of people doing this. Is putting up your pole barn if on your property somewhere, like we did this at Howard Creek. And I wasn't the first one to do it down there. Several folks have done this, and more people are doing it now. You're buying some of that old property, and it's in good shape. Got big trees on everything, but the old campsite's been there since the 30s and 40s. A lot of them are dilapidated. Yeah. And just get that moved off. Put your pole barn up there, and just slide your camper in it.
Yep.
And that is ideal. You can leave it there, it's protected, and you run down there, you got an instant camp.
Yep. And it's always being stored under.
You're going to see, that's all over the Panhandle now, these pole barns, these campers. And I see out during hunting season, I can pull my camper out and go up there to my little 40 acres. And that's the beauty of a camping trailer.
Absolutely.
And so I've really been impressed with it. and I sleep really good in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know why.
having your own mattress, you know, it makes you a lot more comfortable having your own things already packed when you get ready to go. So many benefits.
Yeah, another good place is Lake Talquin up there. They got a little state park up there around Lake Talquin. Lake Seminole, right. Three Rivers State Park. I mean, you know, you're talking about camping and fishing and all. I have. Now, I'll tell you something else. A friend of mine, she lives down in the Cove, and she loves to camp, and they have a nice motorhome, and they do traveling to camp a lot. And she wanted, you know, with a little bit of cool weather we had like last week, and she just wanted to go camping, and she called the St. Andrews State Park, where a lot of locals go.
Oh, yeah.
And she couldn't get in. And she said, oh, my goodness, she just couldn't get in. So you got to make reservations.
I think somebody told me the other day, 11 months in advance sometimes for the right spot. And
yeah.
You know, but I tell you, it's gorgeous, though. I mean, right here in our backyard.
Okay, we're going to take our final break. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's Neil Stewart from RV Connections. Let's look at our fishing game times today, brought to us by Mark Coward of Counts Real Estate. I'm just going to hold it up right here because it's got more pictures. We're looking at our time 3:31 to 5:31 this morning, and then this evening from 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 4 to 6 this evening. Should be a really good time. You're going to have that little bit of north wind coming. I've heard some good fishing reports as we get ready for our fishing reports tomorrow. They're catching some nice trout, and I've got some really good reports this week, even though the rain helps some people out, and of course freshwater stuff. We'll talk about all that tomorrow on the famous Friday fishing forecast. Now, let's get back, Neil, to our camping and all. One of the things, again, we keep talking about locations, and I pulled up some spots, and it's really neat. Like some folks have private places they go to, right. But the beautiful state park, anybody can go there anytime if it's open.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, the state parks. There's so many state parks right here in the Panhandle that are available. You know, we were just looking at the screen here.
Yeah, we're going to go through. We got Big Lagoon over there on the other side of Pensacola. Jeff's been to it. Good for birding. Okay, work our way over Blackwater River. Now that Blackwater River is really good fishing right there, and a lot of people you can paddle it. A lot of paddlers go on it. Blackwater River. Fallen Waters State Park. You may not know this. That's the highest waterfall in Florida. That's right up here, Highway 77, going towards Chipley, really right outside of Chipley. Okay, and the next one, the Florida Caverns. You mentioned Florida Caverns, and just camping there, you're up there in the woods, and you go in those caverns. What a unique place.
It is. It's beautiful.
It's stalagmites and stalactites. And y'all remember the difference between those two. Remember, stalactite, the one that goes down. I learned that in 4th grade. Our teacher taught. That's what a great teacher can do. She told us that stalactite's got to hang on tight. So I always remember the difference between the stalactite and stalagmite. Miss Betty Jean Willman, my 4th grade teacher. Okay, Graydon Beach State Park. Now I've camped there, and I tell you when I like to camp there is when in the spring run, and it's not crowded really then in April. And the pompano fishing is excellent over there, I'm telling you. And this coming spring, we're going to take off a weekend over there. I do a lot of Cape Sandblast, but they'll hit Graydon Beach State Park before they hit Cape Sandblast, so that's a good place to go there. Ocklawackna River. We don't talk a lot about the Ocklawackna River, but that's what I consider one of my home rivers. The Ocklawackna River State Park. Excellent fishing there, great paddling, and some great wildlife photography. That's something else we want to talk about. When you go camping, one of the things you take is your camera.
Oh yeah.
You got to have that camera because you're going to see raccoons and birds and all kind of stuff. So, Ocklawackna River State Park, Rocky Bayou, and you know I always got fond memories of Rocky Bayou. That's over here by Niceville. And years ago, a guy named David Barnes, one of my close friends, we bow hunted over there at Eglin when it was just starting. This was back in the early '70s, but we stayed at Rocky Bayou in a tent. And it was cold, but I remember because it was like in January. And back then, the law it wasn't as strict as getting on. You know, we probably got in places that we probably couldn't get on there today. But then that was the beauty of it. We had a combined hunting trip and a camping trip.
Oh yeah.
What about when y'all? And they, of course, St. Andrews State Park. When y'all go camping, what about how do y'all do your cooking and all? Do y'all do you cook a lot of meals, or y'all just order? How do y'all do it?
We do cook around the campsite a lot. We love to grill out in the afternoons. A lot of times we'll cook breakfast in the mornings. But I tell you, these new campers having those outside kitchens on them is really nice. You know, we've got a little refrigerator, a little sink, cooktop, sometimes a grill on the outside. Makes it real convenient.
Yeah, you just pop it out and you right there, and you're cooking right there, and And there's a lot of camaraderie, a lot of fellowship and all goes on during that cooking time and eating time and having a big campfire afterwards. St. George Island State Park, I mentioned that one out at the eastern end of St. George Island. And you gotta first of all appreciate whoever had the vision and foresight to buy these little parcels of property way back before it became like the area of St. Andrews State Park. You know, that would be full of condos now if somebody hadn't World War II ended and hadn't really got that far. And same way as St. George on that eastern end. You can drive on the beach on St. George Island.
That's right.
You can drive on the beach. You can do some fine surf fishing there. So it's really good stuff there. So don't forget saying that. Okay, then I guess probably I've camped this place more than any place here in Panhandle, St. Joseph Peninsula State Park. And we got stories after stories, but we go there on a regular basis still. I have a house down there now, so we don't camp there anymore, but I still go to the campground, almost religiously go to the campground, just ride through it. And a lot of times I'll run into some Panama City people or Chipley people I know, and I just stop and visit with them. And that's the beauty of a campground. You become instant friends with people.
You do. You know, the nice thing, you know, how many times have you been to a hotel and met your neighbors on either side of you? You know, it's just, when you're camping, it's just different. You know, it's like you're with your neighbors and your friends already, and you meet people around you. You meet a lot of people camping.
Well, you have that common denominator. You're out there. You love nature. You love taking your family out, and they have the same feelings.
That's
and
right.
They like doing stuff in the outdoors, and we have so many wonderful stories of camping with the kids and all. But I guess St. Joseph Peninsula State Park would be our home campground. And they have two. They have one on the beach side and one on the back side. And I just like to ride through and look at the different campers and the different styles. The fifth wheelers, the little campers, and still pop outs. I still see some pop outs. And so we got to wrap it up, buddy. We had a good day on camping, and makes me want to go camping.
Well, I appreciate it. I know it makes me want to go camping too. Thank you, Winston. Always a pleasure.
All right, buddy. Neil Stewart, RV Connection. Y'all run by and see them. We got all different levels of campers there, and it's just good for your lifestyle. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. Thank y'all always for watching Panhandle Outdoors. You do something good for your fellow man today, and have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.